everyone, Happy New Year. Hope you're all staying well, and I wonder if you've got any New Year's resolutions for the new year. Mine is to eat a bit healthier. I had so much chocolate over Christmas, it's ridiculous, and I still have some left. So today I thought I would have a go at making no bake New Year's bars in a bid to be a bit healthy and to use over leftover chocolates. So if you're anything like me, you might have lots of dark chocolates left over, or just the odd few bits here and there. So probably need about 200 grams of chocolate, and we're going to just microwave the chocolate. So you don't need to, there's no baking involved, there's no cooking, so it's just a microwave and a fridge. And then we're going to try and put some healthy things in as well. So I've got some fruit and nuts and some oats, and some cereal. I'm going to use cornflakes today, but you could use shredded wheat or Rice Krispies or Weetabix even. So to start with, what you'll need is a microwavable jug or a bowl, and we're going to use up all of the chocolate and we're going to pop it in the bowl. And give it a ping of about maybe 10 to 20 seconds, and then give it a stir, and then back for another 10 to 20 seconds. Give it another stir until it's all melted. And hopefully this way we'll be using up the leftover chocolate, but mixing it with something healthy, starting to form some new nice habits for the new year. I find it quite hard to stop snacking after Christmas time. So I've got all my yummy chocolates in there, and I've got a bit of leftover chocolate as well. So I'm using some chocolates just normal chocolates, but I've also got some vegan and wheat-free chocolate as well, which you can mix together, or you can just make vegan, if that is your preference. So yeah, my New Year's resolution is to try and be a bit healthier. I went a bit OTT over Christmas with the chocolate. So once you've got that in the jar, like I said, just give it a ping, and once it's melted, then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so here we have our lovely melted chocolate. I think all in all, this maybe took just over a minute, and I kept stopping and starting because you have to give it a mix and make sure it doesn't burn. And then whilst this is still warm, we're going to add the peanut butter. So, you can use smooth or crunchy. I've got smooth today. And we're going to add a nice big tablespoon of peanut butter. So peanut butter is very good for you for lots of reasons. It's good for your energy, and other things, and it tastes yummy. So we're going to have that there. Give it a mix in whilst it's still warm, and then that will help us mix the peanut butter, be able to spread the peanut butter with the nuts and the oats and the cereal a bit easier. So it should be all nice and mixed in like that. I've got to try and resist the urge to do this because it smells so good. But no, we're going to be nice and healthy. Okay, so set that to one side and let it cool a little bit. And then today I've got some leftover cornflakes. So maybe about half a bag of cornflakes. As much as you want, I guess. You can fill it up with oats and other things. So I'm going to bash mine down a little bit. So I've got a rolling pin here. Give them a bit of a bash in the bag so that they don't spill everywhere. And then into the mixing bowl. So I've decided I'd like to put some nice fruit and nuts in. I've got some left over from Christmas, and fruits and nuts are very good for you, and obviously they'll keep you full as well, so it's kind of helping with the snacking and stuff. So I'm going to put some fruit and nuts and some oats into mine. So I've just got some normal porridge oats here. So I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of oats in. So oats are really good fibre, and they're really good for your cholesterol. Could put 3 in. And they help you stay full as well, so they help to stop with the snacking. So I've got my cornflakes, and I've got my oats, and I'm going to put my fruit and nuts in. So I've got mine in a bag, and I'm going to have a go at bashing mine up with the rolling pin. Probably got about 50 grams maybe. So just anything. The measurements don't have to be exact with this, and you can just mix and see what happens. As long as you've got enough sort of chocolate and peanut butter to cover everything and that it's set solid in the fridge, then you should be good. So I'm going to have a go at bashing mine up because I don't want to spend lots of time chopping. There's also a bit of New Year's Day or New Year's exercise. Too. So now I have a lovely dry mix of oats, cornflakes and fruit and nut. So that's a really nice basis for the bar. And now we're going to mix in all the melted stuff. Smells very good. So you need to keep mixing until all of the cornflakes and oats and everything are mixed in and everything's covered so that it's set solidly in the fridge. This might take a while. And feel free to use your hand if you want to get messy. Okay, so once you've broken down your cornflakes and everything is coated in chocolate and you know, everything's quite small, I'll give you a little look so you can see. So it should be like a nice soft sort of consistency and everything should be broken down. You can put your bowl to one side and then you're going to get a nice Pyrex dish or something like it. I've gone for this one here, and we're going to put it in. But first, if you've got like a little bit of oil or a spray oil like me, if you just spray the dish a couple of times, it will stop everything sticking, so that when your bar has set, you can just turn it upside down and then chop it up very easily and it shouldn't be stuck to the dish. So once you've got your dish ready, empty out your delicious bar and then press down like that. So you've got to try and make it nice and even. And then if you're anything like me, you might find it easier to use your hands. Got to say at the beginning, but make sure that your hands are washed and nice and clean. Mine are. And then push down really hard because we want the bars to stay together so that they're easy to cut up and get out. So it's worth a little bit of effort. And there you have it. And what we'll do with this is refrigerate it for an hour, maybe a bit longer, and then it should be ready. Okay, so once it's chilled in the fridge for an hour or more, it should be ready to come out. So this looks ready to me. So it's chilled all the way through and it's very solid. So now we're going to take it out and store it or eat some. So if you have a tin For example, I'm going to put mine into a tin, or you could just wrap it up in cling film, but it will still need to be refrigerated because we don't want the chocolate to melt. It might be warm inside the house. So, and it will keep in the fridge for about 3 days. So, you know, I'm going to store mine in a tin in the fridge, but if you've got cling film or a bowl, something to cover it up, that would be good. So for this bit, you'll need a knife and a clean surface. So it should be very, very firm. Some little bits might come off. It's okay because it's a bit crumbly, but for the most part, it'll be nice and solid. There you go. So there you have a nice New Year's no-bake refrigerated bar for some healthier habits for the new year. So I hope you enjoy. I'm going to enjoy. Got a nice cup of coffee. Cheers.